Alright, Dustin Ellermann here, and I am showing off my new pistol. This is, oh goodness, it's just a build of my own actually. It's kind of a Franken gun. What I was doing for a while was using I was actually borrowing a friend's Walther P22, and I was putting on the Gemtech Trek suppressor, which is a 223 suppressor, and man, that thing got heavy because it was a 17 ounce suppressor on something. So I wanted something light, something that I could carry around, and just strap on my hip if I'm going out on a trail or something like that and use it with a suppressor on it. So what I ended up doing is ordering the Gemtech Outback 2D. It was the new one this last year, and it's like their Outback 2, but you can disassemble it, thus the D. And what I didn't know about it though is that they get kind of dirty, and so if you want to take it apart and clean it, you're gonna have to do it like every 150 rounds. I shoot way too much for that, so I was just like, okay, forget it. We're just gonna shoot it, and I've actually heard that the more you shoot a 22 suppressor, it actually gets a little more effective with a couple thousand rounds to it. So I was like, okay, we'll just make it more effective. And so what I did is I found a used Ruger 2245, and someone had put these little spongy rubber grips on it, so I was like, whatever. And it had the original Ruger upper on it. I tossed off the upper, ordered me a Tactical Solutions PacLite 4.5 inch threaded and fluted aluminum upper for the 1022, and on a Ruger you have to, well, you have to fill out the paperwork like it's a real gun. I was going to say register, but that's not really registering per se. Then I had a Volquartsen trigger kit installed. I installed it myself. I was having a little trouble with the reset. Sent it to Volquartsen. They sent it right back, all fixed up. Also took out that stupid little safety lever that doesn't let you fire with the magazine. The magazine has to be in to fire it, which is a pain if you like to dry fire, and which is also screws with your trigger pull a little, and doesn't allow the magazines to drop free because they got that safety lever up in there. Now Volquartsen also just made a new 2245 magazine with a spring loaded into here, so it'll actually pop out. So those are on the way. I just didn't get them yet. After I was playing around with it, I was like, man, this thing's accurate. I'm just not shooting it as well as I should. I went ahead and had a Tactical Solutions rail sent to me, and then I threw on a burst fast fire. And so, let's take that thread protector off, put on this Outback. The only complaint I have about the red dot is it's not as fast to acquire as I can with irons. I can shoot a lot faster just acquiring irons with the red dot. It's going to take a lot of training and muscle memory because I put it up there and I have to adjust my grip higher because that red dot's in. Once you have that red dot acquired though, it's very fast transitioning from one target to the next. Alright, here we go. Alright, that was 10 rounds. I rushed it a little on 2. The sunlight is just right now, or it's these glasses or something. I was actually seeing the bullet travel for 2 or 3 of those shots. We're at about 40 yards here. I've been able to hit the chain swinging, just that, and then back at 110 yards I could hit my 8-inch steel plates with this red dot just with like 4 inches holdover. So it's a lot of fun. Another 10. The only problem I have with reliability is once I shoot say 1 to 200 rounds, any suppressor gets your gun a little filthy, and I'll get a lot of carbon and crud in here, and I'll have to I could even just take a brush, scrub it out here, and then be going again. The cyclic rate of the bolt will slow down, and it seems to shove the nose of the bullet up and just jump across the ramp because I think it's going too slow. But besides that, it works great. It's only about 20 ounces with everything on it, and it's just a fun little gun. So yeah, 22s are the way to go. Shoot straight, follow his way.